What's up, everybody? This is Sunko, the Korean bro, and today is 2022, April 26th. Uh, let's look at the articles one by one, okay? Alright, okay. Too strong buy dividend. Oh, okay, let me tell you the trend of stock market today. We've got negative trend tonight. Overall, the color that I see is red. Uh, it's big downward trend. I In normal days, the number that I see is like 0.5% down or 0.1% down, but like today we got like 4% down by every companies listed on my portfolio. And just so you know, most of the companies on my portfolio are all good ones. So if good ones got negative trend, um, bad ones will be a lot worse, right? Uh, hmm, be a lot worse. Okay, let's see. Just so you know, I got extra money that I can invest, but I'm like I'm like holding it. uh I'm not I didn't invest that money into it yet, uh but I'm about to. I'm like just being patient and looking for a chance. That's what I can say. Stocks resume last year had a big tech earnings. Stocks resume for US companies, China's COVID risk aren't going away. Asia shares that job sentiment fragile on China growth fears. Microsoft report earnings amid rising inflation. How Elon Musk plans to change Twitter. Hmm. Three signs that recession fears are widely overblown. Employers ditching 4-degree requirements. Too strong buy dividend stocks with at least 7% dividend yield. Cybersecurity stocks to buy and watch as earnings report risen. Three strong buy stocks sparking interest from insiders. PayPal has been cut in half by Wall Street, but uncertainty still looms as earnings approach. Artificial intelligence stocks to buy and watch. AI software market booms. Fintech stocks to buy and watch as Apple, Amazon expand financial products. Funding obscured the family office behind Musk $44 billion. Twitter buyout. Is Google stock a buy? Hmm. When will Coinbase stock hit bottom, JP Morgan sees bigger losses ahead. Why semiconductor stocks are almost inevitable despite record earnings amid a global shortage. The S&P 500 will fall sharply and join an ongoing bear market. A secular bear market is here, says the money changer. These are the key steps for investors to take now. Is SQ stock a buy amid rebranding, after pay deal, and Bitcoin moves? Twitter staff going absolutely insane over Musk takeover. Is Snowflake stock a buy or sell amid software sector volatility? Buffett should get ready for buyback questions at Berkshire's annual meeting. Top rated Arista Networks near buy zone with earnings due. Kathy will watch Art buys Robinhood laser communications firm. The stock market sell-off still has another 20% to go, says the godfather of liquidity. Is GM stock a buy? A General Motors gets no respect for EV cruise progress. Okay, this is enough. Okay. Let's see. For U.S. companies, China's COVID risks aren't going away anytime soon. Morning brief. Today's newsletter is by Emily McCormick, China's latest struggles to rein in COVID-19 pose ongoing risk to not just its own growth, but also to already distressed global supply chains. Stocks traded choppily yesterday amid the specter of escalating restrictions in China's capital. Media reports from the region detailed how Beijing residents were stockpiling essentials over the weekend in anticipation of stringent stay-in-place orders. These would come on top of weeks-long lockdowns in Shanghai, which first began in late March and have only just begun to ease in certain areas. Decreased mobility in the world's second largest economy will continue to ripple across the globe, according to a number of analysts. Hmm. Supply networks have yet to recover completely from the pandemic. If China remains committed to harsh lockdowns to combat virus outbreaks, hmm, production and distribution lines are likely to see further disruptions from stoppages of activity as large portions of the population shelter at home. Chief U.S. economist at High Frequency Economics said in a note Monday shortages of goods and parts are the most likely outcome from these disruptions, hmm, which will undoubtedly have implications for assembly lines and industrial output across the globe. Hmm. Microsoft report earnings amid rising inflation and big misses by Netflix. Snap. Okay, Microsoft will announce its quarter three earnings after the market closed on Tuesday amid concerns of rising inflation, the massive miss by fellow tech giant Netflix. Here's what analysts are expecting from the company in the quarter as compiled by Bloomberg, compared to how Microsoft performed um, in the same quarter last year. Microsoft's earnings follow a huge miss by Netflix, which reported losing 200,000 users, and Snap's own disappointing report in which the company missed analyst expectations on profits and sales. As usual, analysts and investors are paying close attention to Microsoft's cloud operations. The business has become Microsoft's strongest growth driver as its customers continue to move their infrastructure online. Mm. And while increased inflation and rising interest rates can force companies to put off major capital expenditures, Wabush analyst Danny Yu says Microsoft should continue to perform well. We believe the strict view of moderating cloud growth on the other side of the cycle is contrary to the deal activities seen in the field. Hmm. Two strong buy dividend stocks. OneMain Holding. We'll start with a OneMain, a financial services company with a twist. And we got the second stock we'll look at is Mainstream Energy Company. Okay, I'll be skipping on this one. Cybersecurity stocks. What do we have? Okay. You may think the time is right to move into cybersecurity stocks as geopolitical events unfold and acquisition continue. Look for updated guidance as earnings reports roll in, heading into April-May earnings reports. Morgan Stanley analyst Hamza Fordawas said, typically slower quarter four seasonality and currency headwinds may result in more limited raises to 2022 outlooks. Checkpoint Software Technologies kicks off quarter first earnings on April 27. Fortinet reports May 4th along with Qualys. Quality ranks number 33 in the IBD 50 roster of growth companies. Industrial consolidation continues. Private equity firm Thoma Bravo on April 11 acquired SailPoint Technology Holdings. How big? Okay, so what are those three? Large country have big a lift for cybersecurity stocks. Cybersecurity got investors' attention after Russian President Vladimir Putin warned the US and Europe not to interfere with what he described as a special military operation in the Ukraine. One concern is that cyber attacks could be expanded to Western targets after the US and Europe put severe economic sanctions on Russia. But shares in Fortinet sold off after they halted new sales in Russia. Investors worried about exposure of FT&T stocks to Europe. Meanwhile, the IBD Computer Software Security Group ranks number 61 out of 197 industry groups tracked. Network vulnerability could lift stocks. Cybersecurity stocks with high composite ratings. VMware's Carbon Black. Many fast-growing cybersecurity firms are in the endpoint market. Their tools detect malware on laptops, mobile phones, and other devices that access corporate networks. Further, CrowdStrike's initial public offerings in June 2019 raised $612 million, one of the largest cybersecurity offerings. CrowdStrike's rivals included VMware's Carbon Black, Palo Alto, and startup Cybereason. It doesn't really specify three companies here. It's vague. So, what are three strong buys? Stocks sparking interest from insiders. Okay. First, we'll start in sector that doesn't always get the attention it should. Children's toys, Hasbro. Not Hasbro, BlackRock. We'll turn to financial sector, BlackRock. Okay. Inzomi Pharma. Let's wrap up with a biopharmaceutical firm. Okay, skip on this one. Artificial intelligence to buy. Okay, cannot read it unless I subscribe it. Fintech stocks to buy and watch. Okay, I cannot read it. Why semiconductor stocks are almost uninvestable despite record earnings amid a global shortage. Wall Street fears a reply of 2018 when high demand for semiconductors suddenly disappeared. A top-rated Arista Networks nearby zone with earnings due. Oh, come on. Okay, Investors Business Daily. With its next earnings report set for May 2nd, cloud networking leader Arista Network is about 18% shy of a 143.67 entry. Keeps posting double-digit profit sales growth. Arista Networks. Okay, let's see real price of Arista Networks. Okay. Minus 1.45% today. Is GM stock a buy? General Motors gets no respect for EV, cruise progress. Yes, shares in Zoom video communication soared during the coronavirus emergency, but what's the outlook for Zoom stock as the US economy normalizes? Zoom's cloud-based software sets up video calls, with chat tools available, and also customers can easily share content. Amid COVID-19, demand for Zoom video conference software surged as businesses told employees to work from home. Zoom morphed into a social phenomenon as making video calls became routine for consumers to keep in touch with family and friends. Remote learnings and needs in telemedicine also boosted demand for Zoom video's cloud-based services. 5.9 deal terminated. Customer retention key. The mobile of video calls, a potential market disruptor. Blah, blah, blah. Why these three stocks matter most in the Dow? Three stocks near 52-week high, they still look cheap. Cisco Systems stock bearish on a buy the dip opportunity. What is the Dow's large component? What may soon be the Dow's most important stock? What stock is most responsible for the Dow being down? Undervalued. What is a good utility stock? Is Walmart stock a buy? Okay. Is Cleveland Cliffs stock a safe bet after earnings? Not really much to see tonight. Instead, I'll be just looking at the ones that I want to invest in. So let's say Fever International or come on, Cloudflare, EPAM system. All your worst stocks have two things in common. Okay. We have EPAM systems. EPAM systems, Roku, Zoom, Adobe, PayPal Holdings, Mercado Libre, Mercado Libre, C Limited, Wix.com, Netflix, or in Netflix. DocuSign, not DocuSign, Block, Twilio. Okay, this is it for tomorrow, and I'll be seeing you guys. Okay?